This is going to be your sun, moon, and rising video for April 2025. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, please check back to your moon and rising sign. You can always purchase a personal reading at HiddenLotusTarot.com. That's my website. Okay. This is going to be kind of a quick reading. So I have with me today the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification should we need, and we'll wrap the reading up with an Angel Answer card. Okay? Let me turn the camera around. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. I think April is going to be a game changer for everybody. We have a total solar eclipse on 8 March. A full moon in Libra. Excuse me. A total solar eclipse in Aries on 8 March. We have a full moon in Libra on 12 March. And I think, let me see. I think Neptune moves into Aries at the end of this month. Let me check and make sure. Like March 30th or something like that. Yes, Neptune moves 0 Aries on March 30th, or March 31st. Let me back up one day. Yes, he ingresses into Aries. And this is going to be huge because I think it's been like 163 years since Neptune was last in Aries. So this is going to be something that we have never experienced before. It doesn't mean anything bad. It's just going to be something we haven't experienced before. So, on the one hand, it's exciting, an exciting time to be alive. On the other hand, it's scary. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Let's cut the cards. This will be a 9-card spread. First card down, the Page of Swords. The next card, the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands. So, let me say something here. Whenever I have 2 core cards of the same suit, King and Queen, usually it means that the people are in relationship or married to each other. So you can be, this can be a representative of your moon sign or your rising sign, even though you're a Gemini. 2 of Cups. Queen of Coins. The Temperance. Three of Wands. Magician. And the Hermit. What is over the whole reading? The 8 of Coins. I don't have any repeater numbers, but I have 1 sword, 3 wands, a cup, a coin, and 3 major arcana cards in the spread proper itself. The cards are read past, present, future, past, present, future, with the interplay of the cards. So in the center, we have the Queen of Coins. She may be, she is Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. As a profession, she usually represents someone who works with money. She can be a banker or a teller, a cashier, a financial advisor, a stockbroker. She can even work at an NGO. Did I say cashier? I think so. Somebody who handles money and who works with money. Someone who is, I don't want to say earth-based, but is someone who may be concerned with the environment and what's going on. So that gives me 4 core cards. So, starting here at the top, we have the Page of Swords. All pages and all knights, to me, represent news and messages. The difference between a page and a knight is the page is a tentative message, and a knight comes to move is a message that follows an event or that precedes an event. The knight shows up when the situation is going to move along. So we have the Page of Swords, and the page is a student of communication, because swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, communication, and ideas. The wands represent your focus, your passion, your determination. Cups represent your emotional quotient, how you feel about something. Coins represent either money or doing something, finances or doing something. And then we have the major arcana, which are your spiritual lessons. So the Page of Swords is oftentimes a student of communication. He's not afraid to ask questions to get to the truth. But sometimes the Page of Swords can be a mean, nasty character. In other words, he can be a spy, or he can gossip, just be petty and mean. And he uses his words and intellect to do these things. The King of Swords is a fire sign male. He is either a Leo, Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. He is known as the entrepreneurial king. Basically, he has lots of people underneath him or doing things for him while he delegates. The same is true for the Queen of Wands. She can be a fire sign female, sun, moon, or rising. She can be either an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, but she is basically partnered up with this guy because they came out on the same line together. She is also entrepreneurial. So maybe this is a couple that owns their own business or runs their own business. Here we have the Two of Cups, which is about a couple. It says the couple basically gets each other. They know, they respect each other. They exchange ideas and are respected for the ideas. It can even talk about being a perfect partner for business is coming in. And what it talks about is a balance of two people. We have Leo here, the lion. It's a kind of relationship where even your health may improve while you're with the person. I talked to you about the Queen of Pentacles. And on the back side of this, we come to your first spiritual lesson. The Temperance is a card of balance. It's the opposition, not the opposition, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. It may come back to me. The Temperance is about balancing your emotions. It is about economy. It is about a reconciliation. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a reconciliation of opposites. That's what it does. It talks about trying to balance your emotions with your logic. Having one foot on the ground. One foot is in the water and the other foot is on the ground. And the angel is pouring water back and forth between two cups. These two cups. This card is a card of healing. That's not something that I normally get, but I'm feeling that there is a healing quality to this Temperance card at this time. And also, the angel has a pathway behind him, and in the back, a crown. So usually people come to me and they will ask for a reading, and when this card appears, I normally let them know, it tells me that you're on the right path, but it's going to take some time to get there. So this is about, again, it's about moderation, economy, compromise, reconciliation of opposites. Sometimes the card will come out when you want to do one thing, but something tells you not to. That kind of thing. I have to look it up. Sometimes when you want to do one thing if you feel one way, you are counseled not to proceed, but just let things play out. So that's how you reconcile the opposites. What you're asking for will come true or will happen, but you can't force it. That's it. Then we come to the Three of Wands. I think this is about adding someone new, perhaps in a business. Here. Because it's only two cups, I don't see. Here we have the two queens. And usually two queens say gossip is mean, but I don't necessarily buy that. Sometimes two women go into business together and they are perfectly fine. They don't gossip or talk bad about each other. So, just know that. Here we have the Three of Wands. So, the Three of Wands talks about at least three people being involved in a situation, but it could also represent a time where postponements and delays will be happening before any future successes can be realized. So, we don't know if the person on the bluff has sent his ships out. See them right there? All the ships. Or if he's waiting for them to come back in. Either way, he has to wait. He's waiting on news. Was he robbed by pirates? The boat sank. Did they lose their cargo? Or was it successful? He has to wait. And you are looking out over a future project, a venture, business venture. Now we come to the Magician. And the Magician talks about having all the tools that you need to get the job done. So it can talk about new skills and abilities. It can talk about learning some new skills and abilities. But if you look at him, he has a laminate nascate over his head, a figure 8. And he has a cup, a coin, a sword, and a wand. All the tools that he needs. So this can be about someone knowing how to work magic in a way. And brings a whole new energy to whatever you're trying to do. But it ends in the Hermit. And the Hermit is a 9 card. And what the 9s say, it's a moment to stop and think about where you've been and where you're going before you step into the future. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune. But the Hermit can also talk about somebody who works alone and does well for it. But a sense of isolation surrounds this person. That's not a bad thing. You shouldn't let isolation keep you from engaging with people. But the Hermit is a teacher and a scholar. While he's standing there on the mountain thinking about meditating, thinking about whatever, he is a scholar because you got to go deep within to come up with the answers. In the lantern, he has the star. So this could be somebody meditating on what their dreams are or their hopes are. But he's a teacher because people can come to him and they can say, Hermit, what did you learn? And then he can tell them what he learned. So this is about acquiring knowledge and also sharing knowledge. A light in the dark. That's what he's holding up. And so we come over to the 8 of Pentacles, which is an 8. It usually represents a karmic number. It represents finances. And in this card, the person is literally making money. He may have a saw. He may have a shop. He may build a craftsman. He may build things. But whatever it is, he's working hard at it. It's something that you repeat over and over again, but you do it happily because I think you are doing what you love to do. It can even be about an apprenticeship. Having to go someplace, starting over and having to go someplace else where you take on an apprentice. I don't feel that this is a romantic situation. I feel that this Queen of Coins has often worked alone, but an opportunity, a message has come forward where either you two can hire her or she wants to come on board with you. Maybe you're hiring a new accountant. How do I know? So I'm going to take these 4 court cards because I can't look at them. They represent typically people. And that leaves me with just the Two of Cups and the Three of Wands as it relates to the Temperance, the Magician, and the Hermit. Two of Cups tells me nothing. It says that a message can be a message that an unexpected letter, message, or information is on its way, and you are to expect a surprise in the form of a gift, celebration, or letter. It can also represent an unexpected gift or event. The Two of Cups indicates new friendship or romance that is of a positive nature. It indicates the unity of two people. It says a reconciliation of an existing relationship, but it can also signify contractual agreements and or meetings between business partners is imminent. So let's look at the Three of Wands. I honestly feel that this is some type of business relationship. The Three of Wands tells me nothing next to these three cards. But it says the Three of Wands may be indicating that the right partner or teammate will bring about positive energy, which will enhance and bring about successes on many levels. Appearing the Three of Wands may indicate that someone of sound knowledge may be available to offer assistance needed. Creative influences are indicated when the Three of Wands appears, which may be related to a business venture or project, but may also be relating to a new career path or lifestyle. On a business and financial level, Three of Wands may be a message that seeds sown in the past will prosper and come to positive fruition. The focus is on cooperation and business opportunities. This indicates a time of activity and work and moving forward. It says that the end is in sight and only a little more is left to do. It suggests the tying up of loose ends and of someone who is coming to terms with past thoughts, who purposefully creates positive thoughts. Ask you to remain optimistic, but should concentrate only on aspirations and goals that can be reached in order to avoid disappointments. It tells of someone knowledgeable that can give you the help you need. So now is the time to ask. Cooperation is the order of the day. I don't need to pull any extra cards on this because I don't feel anything negative. Even when I go back here, like you may ask this Queen of Wands to come join your team, but she ends up liking to work alone. It doesn't mean you can't receive her help. Maybe you hire her to do a job for you, but she works alone. It's definitely talking about a business venture, and because the Magician sits underneath the Queen of Pentacles, this tells me she has highly specialized skills. Between these two, they're going to get a lot done. And maybe you can come to some kind of compromise about what you pay her or whatever the deal is. So I'm going to pull a Angel Answer card. So all in all, it looks like a venture that may have legs, whatever it is. Not the right time. Maybe it's telling you it's not the right time to hire her on permanently, but she can still offer assistance. That's why we do this at the end of the spread. So don't think it's all lost. Maybe she just likes to work alone instead of you trying to hire her. It could be something that you don't know that's coming up that may prevent you from ultimately hiring her. This is not the right time presently for what you're inquiring about. The answer is not no, just a not yet. Have patience, and your angels will give you a sign when the timing is perfect. Because I think April is going to be real rocky financially for everybody. So it may be not a time to hire somebody full time, but maybe you can contract with them like freelance work. So that's what I have to say. Good luck, Gemini.